Can you hear me now?
We
Loud
can
and
hear you
clear.
now.
Good. That was far more painful than it should have been. And I'm supposed to be an IT engineer. My God. I hate tech sometimes.
Wait, what just happened? All right. If you're joining us on Clubhouse, this is streaming to YouTube as well. And we will probably hop over to Clubhouse a little bit later for a Q&A, but we just wanted to get the audio here. We are joined by Chris from Scarce.City, which is a Lightning-based auction site. We've got Tommy as well. He'll be joining in a little bit. He's in the Clubhouse room right now. We've got Cryptograffiti. We've got Vizique, some legends in the Bitcoin art space who I am humbled to share this live stream with and this this bullish day with as well. How's everybody doing? Welcome. I'm doing a little better now that we've got this nice bid in for this this auction.
Doing good, man. How you feeling?
Hey, say that again.
How you feeling? Like today has been so crazy, adrenaline rush. Just even aside from the auction, like I can't even imagine it compounding with what you've got going on. How you?
It's been fun. I literally just came off of Swan Lounge, and it was a really bullish episode with American Hodl and Matt Odell and Guy Swan and Bitcoin Chris. We had so many fun people, so it was a good time. And now the final moments, the final countdown. My first art auction ever, so this is it was a bit nerve-wracking in the beginning, but we're good now, I think. Chris, how did the idea for this come about for Scarce.City? Like, where's the genesis of all of this?
The idea for Scarce.City just came from seeing what was happening with the Ethereum marketplaces and wondering what we could do with Bitcoin. But we fiddled around at first, and it took us a little while before we came across the idea for the Lightning auctions. And we have to give a lot of credit to those who helped us with the idea and came up with other ideas that were similar before. So Cryptograffiti did the first ever auction on Lightning, the Black Swan, which was actually an auction where the lowest priced won. The winner had to figure out how to send a millisat, which in those early days of Lightning was quite the puzzle. And then it was
oh, Chris, I think we lost you there.
Oh, no. But we gained a Brad.
We gained a Brad. Welcome, Brad. Potentially the high bidder.
He's back.
A Bitcoin Sherpa over here.
Practicing carrying heavy
Brad,
bags down the mountain.
Oh, there you are.
I feel like for how much I hear Brad on Clubhouse, he's practically in America by now.
I think he takes offense to that.
All I know is how much time is left?
So.
16 minutes.
Am I still in the lead?
You are.
Yep, you are. You're more than welcome to outbid yourself, by the way.
It's only because my bid failed.
I'm not near the computer now.
Vizique will understand if you have to drop off for a second and place a quick bid.
I couldn't possibly comment.
Well, no, after Vizique was outbid quite some time ago. We had Bitcoin Stackmore.
Hey, so Brekkie, are you gonna drop an NFT for the winner at some point when the NFT platforms are more live and used on Bitcoin?
So what I'm going to do, somebody gave me the idea actually. Before I ship it to whoever wins, I'm going to take like thousands and thousands of photos and do photogrammetry of it. So basically what I'll be able to do is create a 3D model version of it. And then at some point, when there's a way to do it on Bitcoin that I vibe with, I think we can make a Bitcoin NFT.
You should do one for the winner and one just digital version to sell.
That could be cool. Or maybe anyone who bid on it will get a second release of the.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, anyone who made a bid will get like a piece of it or something.
Oh shit, Brad, you've been outbid.
By who?
Oh no!
Oh, Vizique, he came in.
I knew he was coming strong. I knew he was up to something. IT problems, my ass.
Okay, I'm gonna swing into some NFL here, right? Come on, man. Yeah, I've been crossing the waters, my friends.
I was kind of excited. I was I was like, oh, maybe I'll road trip and drive it up to Canada for Brad, spend 2 weeks in quarantine, and then, but.
And now you're gonna have to fly to the UK. Damn. Mind you, I don't know if that's a good thing at this moment in time, but more importantly, come on, guys. I mean, who's going to bid me up? Come on, what have we got here? Let's pay some serious attention. Less than $3,000 for this work it's just steel at 4 times the price, and 5 million sats is. Oh, come on, somebody outbid me. I'm asking you to. Come on, start the bidding war. Come on.
It kind of sounds like you were just trying to do me a favor and get a bidding war going. Maybe you didn't even want it.
I do. No, dude. Let's not go there. That is a classic piece. I meant what I said in my tweet. That will live in a museum one day.
Thank you, sir.
No, dude. Let's not go there. That is a classic piece. I meant what I said in my tweet. That
Worth repeating.
I appreciate it, sir. What's funny here is we've got so many artists who I'm the stupid one who made the mistake of sharing my face. You guys all care about your privacy, which is important. More of us need to do that, I think.
Too late for us.
Out there. If you know where to look.
Get the bidding high enough so you can do like plastic surgery reconstruction if you need to.
What was that movie? Face Off.
Yeah.
Well, the mask in this sculpture is actually based off what Cryptograffiti actually.
But I bet no one wants to swap faces with Craig, right? Right? See what I did there? Right, people pick me up. Come on, this is too cheap. This is a steal. Come on.
12 minutes.
Good luck, Brekkie.
Well, we can. Why don't we talk about artwork? What's inspiring you these days besides Number to Go Up? Number to Go Up is fun, but
the paradigm shift that we are witnessing, that inspires me. Because there are so many different ways to describe it. Obviously, there's I suppose you could argue, the anti-elite version. Then there's the anti-currency version. Then there's the social version of we all win because the bad guys go down. The sources of inspiration from this particular event of Bitcoin is just innumerable, in my opinion. I mean, I see the works you guys are putting out, and it's just glorious. You're the storytellers of this time. These works that you guys are all putting out, and that's all present, and those that are watching, you are the storytellers of now, and in the future you will be referred to and admired for what you are saying and doing. It's that simple. That is why I buy your art. What more can I say?
There's a hold on, I want to find it.
Yes, go Brad.
Oh, did he go for it?
Hang on.
I had technical difficulties too.
Yeah.
I don't think we're in the clear yet.
Where is it?
Good to see you, Brad.
So the way I like to describe Bitcoin art is that it's both at least for me, it's a record of the times, it's a call to action, and it's frustration with how things are, but it's also hope with hope for how things could be. To me, it's a lot of different things all at once. I don't know. That's kind of how I like to think of it.
Yeah, it's a multifaceted message. It speaks to on many levels to many people for many different reasons. It's incredibly unusual to come across something that has that kind of power in the modern era. It
was actually like, I think I said this in the earlier live stream I did with Chris, that like my artistic sort of endeavors had kind of taken a backseat to a lot of, real life stuff, whatever, job work. And Bitcoin was what really inspired me to get back into it. And frankly, it was people like Cryptograffiti, and before I knew you, Vizique and Chief Monkey, and Lee. Lee, I always call you Lee, but your last name is Leemberg. Epo. So folks like Manu Burks and like Lucio Paletti, who like showed me that Bitcoin art was a thing. I didn't even know about it, and they really got me inspired.
That's great. That's great.
Well, the piece behind me says it all.
It's my favorite one.
This one.
It's finally a way to express what I've been not been able to put into words. I think for many years, and I'm very happy that I found Bitcoin and put that into art.
Fuck the fucking fuckers. Everyone should do a fuck the fucking fuckers piece.
If I could work out how to make that my avatar, it would be my avatar right here, right now.
I already started one, but so many things going on.
We definitely need to do more of these, by the way. So I was chatting with Nanu Burks and Josie Bellini, and everyone's interested. It was just last minute, so we couldn't get them on, but we need more of these art conversations. They got to happen. Brad,
it's interesting, isn't it? How when you look through art history, there have always been little collectives and groups of influencers of their time that have changed society and cultural visions of art. The 20s was a hello. The 20s was a good episode for that, where they all used to hang out in Berlin and get absolutely ripped and then make wild poetry, literature and art. And we're kind of heading in towards similar times with similar minded groups. It's a major change that we are all a part of and witnessing and documenting. And so these groups are all quite tight and yeah, got a lot to say.
Yeah, the common denominator for the artist, like I'm surprised the artist community isn't bigger than it is. It's kind of like shocking to me. I think we're still early there, and like we're all playing a part in helping it grow. But yeah, just this common theme, even with the works being different in subject matter, of us just really wanting this thing to succeed for the bettering of humanity, is just creates this bond, right? And Brekkie, I love your work, dude, and I think my love for you ratcheted it up after hearing you on Clubhouse, because what you're doing there, like if you have to not do art, like what you're doing is amazing there. It's like the next best thing, because what Cafe has done, it's like it's literally amazing. It's like every day they're just helping onboard people.
Oh, it's so awesome. Clubhouse is like, it's like the crowd swarm help desk for Bitcoin. It's awesome.
Yeah, like I try to describe it to people, and it's like you just got to go in there and see what's going on, because it's directly translating this same passion that we have for the art in
Sorry to interrupt, guys, but just to let Brad know that his last bid appears to have failed. Am I seeing that right?
Yeah, no, I noticed that too.
So Brad,
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, just letting you know, man.
What a good sport.
Bring the fire.
Yes, very honest.
It's not just about me, though, is it? It's about the artist. You know, this is their bread and butter. So, you know, okay, I'm quite happy to be competitive, but at the same time, there are 3 players in this game, not just 2.
It's true.
be right back.
5 minutes.
Come on, man.
Plenty of time to pay a lightning invoice.
Hell yeah.
Plenty of time. This wouldn't be possible without lighting. It's funny, like I remember, like, you know, I bought things on eBay before, and the first time I bid on, I think it was Chief Monkey's piece, it was just like, boom, phone, bid, done. Like, no friction. I'm so excited to see what happens with Lightning as it gets built out and we find more of these use cases that, you know, just aren't possible without Lightning. So
I love this piece, Brekkie. It's absolutely so raw.
It's very raw, that's for sure. But,
It deserves its own light show
For
around
sure.
it.
We're just getting started.
It is a classy piece. Well, like I say, at one point in time in the future, it will be in a museum. It's that simple. And the thing is a lot of the works that have been created in 2013, 2014 to now, they are the ones that are going to be in the galleries of the future. You know, there is a huge history of Bitcoin art that still needs to be told. But and I think that will be led by the artists of now, because they will cause the retrospective, I think. So, you know, everything that happens now is vitally important in the Bitcoin art scene, in my opinion, anyway.
Brekkie, you know, the gold on your piece, like the gold cracks. I mean, you know, did you get the idea from that from Kintsugi, like the Japanese? The way the Japanese, it's one of my favorite touches. The Japanese, it's an art of when they break china, they can fix it with like gold paste. So it's become an art form. If you've got a broken pot, it's a bit like wabi sabi. There's beauty in imperfection, and what you've got there, you fix a broken pot with gold like paste, and it becomes a work of art, and you've got it all over your piece there. It's so timely, obviously because of Satoshi. I mean, that's what's awesome about your piece. There's loads of layers of detail in there. Love it.
That's a great point.
Is the light in the itself or not? Oh.
Yeah. It's not quite the same, but that was kind of the inspiration. And I basically was like, I'm going to, you know, this piece didn't come out how I envisioned it perfectly. Like, I think no art piece ever really does. And so I wanted to sort of embrace the flaws, you know, highlight them. Have fun.
Yeah. No, what you've done, maybe subconsciously, but you've completely owned it, mate. That's Kintsugi. If you Kintsugi, just Google it. There's a wiki page on it. I mean, but it's the art of filling, broken objects with gold. It's gorgeous. Little bit of genius, mate.
Difficulty.
Oh, Brad, you're a gentleman and a scholar, sir.
Nice.
Did my bid sneak in?
It snuck in. The clock has been reset. We got 13 minutes now.
Brekkie, is the light inside the cube or backlight it?
Say again?
So we can just keep going, eh?
And the final 15 minutes, we're in the hot zone. So any new bid resets the clock to 15 minutes.
Exactly.
It's gonna be a long one.
Nicely done.
Hey, Brad, if you're the winner, who knows? There's still 13 minutes. We'll see. If you can wait a little while before I ship it to you, something I was meaning to do and I never got around to doing it that I really want to do is, if you saw the promo video I did with the lights, I really want the lights to be reactive to Bitcoin. So if you can wait for me to figure out how to do that, I might be able to do that, where the lights will go green if Bitcoin's going up, red if Bitcoin's going down.
Wow.
Brekkie.
Cool.
I have a solution for you, Brekkie. You need to talk to M1 and CQ of Voltage Goat.
I know.
Brekkie, they will help you out. They're really up for this kind of stuff. Full show.
I tried teaching myself coding, and I only got so far with it. I've got a buddy, Bitcoin
They do the
audio.
Bitcoin tickers and stuff, so they'll be all over it. So they'll be able to help you out with like a red light, green light if it's up or down. So, you know, so I'll sort you out with a connect later after this, and we'll see what we can do for you.
We were actually doing
when 100K laser coming out.
what was that?
Lasers coming out when we hit 100K.
This laser meme is so wonderful. Like I love it, and the fact that Cynthia Lummis, the senator, did it as well. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Did you all see that?
Yeah.
There's also a Twitter bot that tracks changes to Congress people's accounts So they automatically tweeted out, you know, like it used to be this, and then now it's this with the laser eyes, and normies have no idea what's going on.
Did you see Gigi's tweets? The 4 horsemen of the hyper Bitcoinization.
Yeah.
There's no lasers. You got Elon Musk. Elon Musk lasered his eyes. You got Nick Szabo.
Have you too?
Michael Saylor, and then
It's a beautiful movement we have. It really is.
Where did it originate? I saw like Tommy from Bitcoin Magazine did it like a couple months ago, but then there's a lull, right? Was there someone more recently?
Yeah, it was Chairforce Hodl, I think. And then a bunch of the other sort of, you know, people in the meme army ran with it and made it a thing and started telling people to do it. And then, I don't know, the first time I saw it, I was like, this is whatever. And then I was like, let's do it. Laser eyes all the way. Now I'm all about it.
So great is the variety, you know, because it matches with the profile pictures when they're different. So they're all a little unique. It's awesome.
Exactly.
Oh, those moments you have a hot mic and don't realise it. Fun times. How are we doing? 6-5. Okay.
6-5. Are you going to have technical difficulties again, Vizique?
Oh, no. Where are we? We're already ready to go. Don't worry. Some things are already pre-populated. Putting pants on, Brad.
So I want to know what everyone else is working on. Let's let the auction do its thing. But what's on the horizon?
well, next up, who's Jonat and I are doing a piece together, which is a monster. It's big. When I say it's a monster, it's a big piece. It's very colourful, and there's tons of stories in it. There's literally, actually, I counted the other day. There's about 21 stories in it, and it's a coincidence. It is 21 stories. But yeah, it's a big piece, and it's Eastern spiritual sort of influence. But before us, this Cypherpunk Now, isn't it?
Cypherpunk Now. I love his stuff. Oh,
yeah,
Vizique, man.
Vizique over the top.
You're doing it.
Touchdown.
Sorry, I had technical difficulties for real.
All right. You
got
got
some
some
a few minutes
to do,
ago.
Brad. Yeah, you got 14 minutes to catch up.
Brad,
Do that now.
It's now at 7 million sats.
And that's
Brad,
that's
do you
not me,
live
is
in the Canadian forest? I'm always confused by when I see you. It's like you're always walking. I'm jealous because I want to be walking through the snow. I love walking through the snow.
I'm very lucky.
Gorgeous up there.
I got a little paradise here behind my house.
Oh, let's full screen. There you go.
Haven't you just? Yeah, very nice.
Brad, do you live in the woods?
Depends on how much Bitcoin I buy. My wife kicks me out. Hon, we got to sell the truck. I need to buy some art.
Buy more art.
Well, it's under $4,000 in Bitcoin at the moment. It's a bargain at twice the price. So you got time.
Well, especially if you're going to drop an NFT on it. If you're going to drop an NFT on it, it's worth like at least 1 Bitcoin.
Oh, damn. You had to go there. Ah,
The price is officially anchored.
the game plan has been exposed. Damn.
It's a good thing though, hey, what's happening in NFT land, just the way it's exploded. I was kind of thinking about this, and I realized that the 2 biggest sales so far have come outside of the Bitcoin and, let's just say, crypto art scene. You know, you had that chap do those 40 pieces, didn't he? I can't remember his name, but he was already within the mainstream art sector. And
Yeah.
you know, and not being funny, it was brilliant. It's a brilliant piece, but it came from the mainstream. He worked in the art industry, and you kind of, you know, for me, I just kind of felt, well, you know, maybe he went to the right parties and snorted the right coke with the right people, because that's what I kind of feel sometimes. And it was a brilliant piece, and I know he's got some other work, but he just appeared from nowhere. He didn't come from Bitcoin. He didn't come from the crypto art scene. And then now Beeple, same again. you know, he's a known guy. So I'm not surprised, and I don't begrudge him. I think good for them if it gets known, it brings it out. It's good because there's so many people, there's so much talent there that are getting to see the light of day who had never seen the light of day if it wasn't for what started off as a green frog and collectible, you know, baseball cards essentially as green frog is now becoming a big, I'm not going to say it's a movement, it's not a movement, but it's created such opportunity for old artists and young artists to be discovered. It's amazing.
Oh,
Sure.
Tommy in the house. Welcome, Tommy.
What's up, y'all? You hear me?
Yeah.
Yo, I see those bids rolling in, man. Congrats.
Dude, Tommy and his voice is like perfect for this.
It is.
Mine's for silent.
Tommy's got it's like perfect radio voice.
Yeah, I was ordering food at Popeyes one time, and the dude behind me just came up right behind me and was like, "Yo, your voice is perfect for the radio." I'll never forget.
Comes up behind you, whispers in your ear.
Yeah.
Your voice is perfect for radio.
That's exactly what happened at the line in Popeyes.
Monkey, back to your point though, very briefly. What my expectations are about how a lot of the current Bitcoin art that is out there but hasn't strictly gained the recognition that the current crop of Ethereum NFT artists have got, and the also new crop of outside of the crypto scene artists, as you described, people, etc. The thing is as the more sophisticated money comes into Bitcoin, they have a tendency to look towards the history of where this has all come from, and that's where things like Cassasius coins and art come in. And so suddenly the early art becomes very relevant and very desirable. And so those, while the prints might gain in value, if you can actually get the one that was the original, that's going to be some big bank. And this is one of the reasons why I personally feel the Cryptograffitis and the Michael Candors even, and the Yules and a lot of the early guys that were there right from the outset doing stuff will actually become very valuable.
It'll be interesting to see. Like there's guys like who did I met him in Miami, Johnny Dollar, someone I didn't really know about, and like yeah, he had some great paintings, and I think like some of the early people, they didn't like wash out, but like they've been around so long, like they maybe they moved on to other things, you know, like they're still passionate about Bitcoin, but you know, Bitcoin, it wasn't necessarily the right time for Bitcoin art right at the beginning, but later on, these things will become valuable, I think, especially as Bitcoin continues to grow.
Yeah,
Another good example is
you have to believe it.
He's still involved. He was messing around with counterparty and stuff as well. I mean, he's properly played. I mean, he's you know, he's there. I've chatted to him very, very briefly, like a couple of times, but yeah, not really. I think he does his own thing, you know. He should be on Scarce.City.
He was one of the first people to like embed Bitcoin in his artwork too. Like really cool stuff.
Yeah. See, this is it. This is kind of my point, is that while everybody's all for the flashing lights and the animations and everything's, oh, look at that Ethereum and everything else and blah, 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 that core history has been just immediately steamrolled. And you're like, whoa, hang on a minute, guys, you know, come on. But I think the time will come where, like I say, as the sophisticated money that actually pays attention to stuff like this because they understand the value in stuff like this, then I think the time of the original artists will come to shine.
Vizique, I got to say, man, your voice is so fun. Like, it's such a cool accent. I love it. It's just like, I could listen to it for days.
You're not the first to have said that, funnily enough.
All right, guys, we just crossed the 8-minute mark. We're at 7 million sats. Vizique on top.
Yeah, baby. Brad's gone offline. I wonder if he's saving bandwidth.
Up to something.
He's gonna
He's probably running to the house.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I mean, you know, the one thing you can't help to notice in the Ethereum NFT space is that some of the most valuable works, they're about Bitcoin, right? The right place, right time piece. You know, some of the Trevor Jones stuff, some of the Beeple stuff. these things are going for tens of thousands, if not more, in fiat. And, you know, that's telling the story of Bitcoin, and it's on Ethereum. So, you know,
I think actually that Trevor Jones has done an extremely good job of showing how Bitcoin art can be exceptionally popular on Ethereum chain, and more importantly, the additions and how they can also generate some significant revenue. I mean, seeing that bull piece in the secondary market on things like the coppers and stuff, it's jaw-dropping on one level. You're like, wow.
They've held their value. Beeples as well.
Absolutely. So once we start seeing some of this on the BTC chain, via whether it's Taproot or whatever method, it should be quite exciting, I think.
Do we think it's going to happen like overnight? Like, is there going to be I mean, because we all kind of agree it's inevitable. Like, is it, and when it does happen, is it going to kill ETH?
I think Binance chain is going to kill ETH.
Well, ETH is on. Yeah. ETH is going to. Yeah. I mean,
I think when it happens, it's the same story, isn't it? It's slowly, all of a sudden. There'll be a lot of development. There'll be a lot of crosstalk in terms of, well, we see how you do that in flowchart mechanics. Now we just got to apply it in code terms to this chain, using this sub base. So there's obviously a lot of work to do. You know, it's very easy to talk like, oh yeah, this will happen. It's like, oh yeah, sure, in 2 years' time.
Right.
So yeah, there's a lot that can and will happen. But as far as timescales go, how long is a piece of string? But what ETH has shown, and I think this is the important detail, is that it is worth doing. There is incentive to get it done on Bitcoin now. And I think a lot of people, we already know a lot of people are working on solutions. You've got RGB, etc., party, and evermore, and your good selves trying to do things. And there we go. Oh my word. 10 million. Good boy.
How's about it?
Bam.
Well done, Brad.
Pending.
Yeah, man.
I'll drive it up to Canada for you. I promise. Vizique, what's interesting though, and I think that this is also like a key thing to take into account with like where things are going, is it's really a matter of what's best for the artists. You know, like the artists, most of the artists I've seen they don't care about Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever. Like they just want to use what will empower them the most. And I think once these tools are built on Bitcoin, that's what will empower artists in the best way possible. Like right now, unfortunately, at least in my view, like Ethereum is doing a good job. You know, like there's some good things there for people with NFTs and whatnot. But you know, at the end of the day, like artists don't want friction. They want to earn Bitcoin, and they want to, you know, have these tools available to them. So I think, you know, now, like you said, now is the time, and I think we're going to see it.
I care, Brekkie. Yeah. I care, mate. I want to see it happen to Bitcoin.
Exactly.
It's only Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I think it really is only Bitcoin. The thing is, like, I think it's amazing what's going on with Ethereum, but the point is, like, there's a much bigger story to be told here, and the whole point of Bitcoin is to separate money from the state. So if I want to see any action really happening, and as much as I love what's going on in Ethereum, and I do respect everything that's going on there, I want to see it happening in Bitcoin. Do you know what I mean? Because there's nothing more important in this time in our lives, in anyone's life. There's nothing more important. So, you know, honestly, Ethereum is around forever. It's always going to be around. I think we have to get used to that. But it is going to become the test bed for Bitcoin. You know, everything's going to be tried out there, played around with, and more experimental. And in a way, it's good. Innovation happens on the fringes, doesn't it? But right at the core, all the good stuff, the cream will rise to the top, and it will be done on Bitcoin. You know, you know how some countries go from 2G to 5G and they leapfrog, you know, do you know what I mean? 3 and 4G. The same thing is going to be happening in Bitcoin. That all the good stuff, they'll skip out all the shit, and all the really good stuff, big money, will just happen on Bitcoin. But I don't know. I'm obviously biased.
think we're underestimating just how much attention is going to be on Bitcoin in the future. Like just like days like today and these milestones, and because it's anchored in best money, it's going to suck everything toward it. And so, like, I echo, I think that was Chief talking, that his sentiment about like the community, like they've done an amazing job, and it's important to note like these features that are really attractive to the artists can be done with Bitcoin in some form or another. So if the features are there, the attention is going to be there. Like I think beyond like anything that we can comprehend. And if you, even with it just like taking away from the traditional art market, right? Like that guy British Hodl on Clubhouse has me cracking up so much when he does this rundown of the total addressable market. It's like the best thing ever. If you guys haven't heard it. 17 trillion for the art market, like 100 trillion for the bond, like all these things as they go towards Bitcoin is just going to get people thinking in Bitcoin. And then if we have the means there for the artists to be on board, and it saves them a couple of clicks from converting, like it just seems like a no-brainer, you know. And then like even beyond that, it seems like there's a lot, especially the newer artists, that don't really grasp what it's all about yet, because they get in and they hear about the secondary sales and they're already in, and like the type of cryptocurrency maybe not be as important, but as we're doing, as they learn like what this is all about, like that really resonates with a lot of artists, you know, because it's all about freedom, and that's what Bitcoin is. So I think as the learning happens and the growth of Bitcoin happens, we're in for a lot coming up. So exciting times for sure.
Definitely are. But forget about all that. I'm here to see the Bitcoin art that's going to come out of all this. All right, that's what's important. I want to see more. I want to see more billboards. Cryptograffiti. How do we get a billboard in every city? Every city in the world. How do we do that? Maybe not every city in the world, but
you should talk. Your marketing chops probably have next week. There's another one that's up that I'm gonna have something going next week, like something fun. And then there's been some talks for a couple other ones that are kind of in the works. I gotta push those along a bit, but yeah, man, it'd be great to have this keep going. Someone floated this idea of just having like a permanent one where there's like a pool, you know, people just chip in to have it keep going. Maybe a digital one where people can change up the signs.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Imagine if you have a QR on it, so people can keep topping it up, keep it going.
Yeah, they're illegal apparently. Like at least with 2 of the, I had to work with a bunch of different companies, and it's like a safety driving by type of thing.
Photography, we could do one in the UK, easy. Like, you know, when you did yours, do you get to actually choose the specific billboard, or did they say it's going to be somewhere in this area?
Yeah, so they'll just lay out. You kind of tell them the vicinity and then the dimensions, and then they come back with options. So one of the two I was referencing is the guy wants to be as close to the Bank of England as possible, and unfortunately, there's not one that close by, so there's a little back and forth going on. But yeah, you can use one of these companies that has, you know, a lot of coverage, and there are a lot of options available for sure.
Graffiti, I need you to promise me something, by the way. I need Josie Bellini for the next few months, okay? You stole her from me. I don't know if you know this. It's not your fault. She's illustrating the book, the children's book that I wrote.
Gotta go.
The only reason I'm not upset is because it was for the Billboard project, which makes me very happy. But don't pull her away anymore. I need her to focus. I need her to do it.
I'll pass a note. I'm glad to hear that's making some progress. She was telling me about it. Sounds like a really cool project.
Well, the funny thing is, I mean, I knew this. I don't think she knew this, but like illustrating a book is a massive undertaking, right? Especially like this book will be probably 30 pages or so, something like that. And I don't think she realized it. And, you know, I was just really, really excited when she agreed to do it. And so, you know, it's funny because writing the copy for the book, wasn't a small undertaking, but compared to the artwork that needs to be done, it's far less intensive, I think. So it'll be nice to see it come to fruition, and hopefully get it into the hands of people who would enjoy reading it.
You're at ETA.
I don't know. I mean, the only goal I really have is I want it to be done before Bitcoin 2021. I'd like to have copies there and do like a live read, but the book's done. I'm happy to share it with you guys if you want to, take a look later. It's basically,
yeah, I'd love to.
I basically saw all these Bitcoin books that were out there, and Bitcoin books that were supposedly like beginner Bitcoin books, and I was like, this is not beginner. Like, even like if I gave this to my mom, she wouldn't know what this is. So I wanted to sort of reinterpret what a Bitcoin book was, and I basically wrote it in the style of Dr. Seuss. So it's like a children's book written as if it was a Dr. Seuss book, for children, but also for adults. And Josie's doing the illustrations, and we'll hopefully have AR animation in the book as well. So it should be really cool once it's done. It's a long time coming. We'll hopefully do NFTs as well for we might turn each page into an NFT, so you could collect the whole book as a series of NFTs, that kind of thing. We'll see.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Very cool, man.
All right, so we're just passing 8 minutes again. 10 million sats. Brad Mills can back on top.
It's the anthem that keeps on giving.
It certainly is, isn't it?
There was a clubhouse room this morning when we hit 1 trillion. It was just all Bitcoin music from like way back to present. It was super cool. There's some of that. Had some Skrilla, some Zutong, all wide variety. There's some great stuff out there.
So today's Friday. I'm losing track of time. Later today at 6 o'clock Pacific time on Clubhouse. Skrilla is going to be doing Bitcoin radio again in Cafe Bitcoin, so that'll be pretty exciting. I hadn't heard his new stuff. It was really, really great last time. I was just vibing out.
So guys, I've been lurking on Clubhouse. Honestly, I don't know what to do. I'm there and I'm listening to everyone. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Where should I go? What shall I've only been there 2 days. Yeah. So what do you recommend?
Is that the chief?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just join some group. Oh, Brekkie, you say it, man. You're co-founder, right?
Say again. So Cafe Bitcoin was originally Corey's idea, so the founder of Swan. And our ethos at Swan is like, what's good for Bitcoin is good for Swan, and we just wanted to like put community resources out there. So we're kind of overseeing it, but Cafe Bitcoin is we have moderators from all over the Bitcoin space, and now we have a weekly schedule of rooms, so that we have Bitcoin in Spanish, Bitcoin in Portuguese, we have Bitcoin in French, in German, in Turkish, in Russian soon. I think we're going to organize a Bitcoin Africa room as well once a week. We do beginner Bitcoin Q&As twice a week, and then on Wednesdays, the team from Lightning Labs and others come together for an event called the Lightning Lab, and they talk about Lightning, which has been amazing. And what's really cool is like Elizabeth Stark, one of the co-founders of Lightning Labs, like doesn't do media appearances very often, but she's been all over Clubhouse, so you get to hear her speak and talk about Lightning, and so it's been really, really cool. And we do one-off rooms as well. Like this is streaming to Cafe Bitcoin now, and we did one last night called Bitcoin in Emerging Markets that was absolutely incredible. Like Elizabeth Stark was there, the folks from Paxful, Matt Alborg was there, Bernard Para from BitNob, which is a Nigerian on-ramp, some folks from Venezuela. It was a really great great conversation. So I'm just really excited by it. Like we have we're just facilitating these great conversations and learning, and noobs coming into the space and not knowing where to go, and they come into a Clubhouse room and get their questions answered. So it's just exciting.
Yeah, no, it looks nuts. I mean, I've popped in on a ton of like rooms, and it does sound exciting. Don't get me wrong, but I kind of like when I want to say something, I don't know. Do I just start speaking honestly, or do I hit that?
Oh, I see.
It's like honestly, I think I'm not a boomer. Seriously.
Yeah, they need like a take a number type of thing, because like it seems like 10% of it is just like, can I ask a question? Or like, I don't know if it would work out like from like if just doing the number thing would delay beyond that, but it is kind of omnipresent.
The funny thing is sometimes like an amazing conversation will be going on. It's a fluid conversation and there's no hand raising or anything. Somebody will enter the room and just interrupt and be like, hey, I have a question about hardware wallets. Just like, come on, man. Like, you're interrupting. We're having a great conversation. But and then literally everyone will stop and answer the question anyway because everyone's nice. So it's...
Brekkie, I think you might have just given away a hack. That's how you do it, don't you? You just enter a room and ask a question.
Yeah, I did.
That's going to happen now. We're going to get absolutely spammed.
No, but if you see a room that's interesting, come into the room, raise your hand, get on stage, like just joining the conversation. It's almost like it's like Twitter, but more fluid and less disconnected. You know, more focused.
Also great that there's these personalities that are outside, just not as active on Twitter. You know, it seems like there's these unique people. It reminds you just how big this thing is.
Yeah, when I was, I used to, when I first got online, like in sort of 95, and I was building websites in 96, 97 for a particular industry. It was the adult industry. But we all just stayed. It was the early days when we started to get voice, but just before the voice, there was chat, and the chat channel was open. Like ICQ was open like permanently, and then when we got like Skype was really early on, and Skype was 24/7. You know, like because we were just guys like adult webmasters all around the world, and we're just constantly working, and you know we go and do our day jobs, but then go back, and then you work from like 5 till 4 a.m. You know, a couple of hours kip, and then go to work again. But the Skype or the ICQ was just permanently going, and I can see that in Clubhouse. You could leave shit on. You could just have a permanent room.
And somebody's been restreaming, what was it, Max and Stacey's Orange Pill, haven't they? And they have listening.
We've had rooms that go, you know, like 3 days long, I think, before we ended up shutting them down. Like, and you just come in and people are still talking. It's amazing. And it's 24/7. So like we actually have someone starting the rooms for us, you know, at different time zones. And wait, sorry, someone's texting me. My mother's texting me. It's like, 1 minute left. You're selling your artwork. Thanks, Ma.
Awesome. She's trying to figure out how to put a bid in.
Don't laugh. She was like, "It looks like this guy Brad really wants this. Should I try to outbid him?" Like, Ma, you don't even know how to use a Lightning wallet. No. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Just get her on Blue Wallet. She'll figure it out.
Maybe for the next time.
All right, coming up on 30 seconds left.
30 seconds.
I don't see no other. Not quite sure what
14, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
That'll do it. Congratulations, Ken.
Very cool.
Congratulations, Brad. Well won. Yeah, baby.
Wait, no. We're going to get a copyright strike on the channel. Don't do that.
It was necessary.
Well done, Brad.
Oh, wait, my mom's watching the live stream. She said, throw me under the bus. That's fine. Love you, Ma.
You deserve
Thank
it.
you for supporting all of my crazy artistic endeavors over the years.
Congratulations, Brekkie.
Thank you. And thank you to Scarce.City. Congratulations on another successful auction. This is exciting stuff. Who's next week? Who's up next?
We have one in 2 weeks. We haven't revealed what it is. It is someone in this room. If they want to reveal it, I'll give them the opportunity, but I'm not going to do it myself.
Hit me.
Wait, who is it?
Me.
Oh shit! This is a problem because I really want a graffiti piece, but it's gonna go.
No, it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight. I'm telling you now.
I'm super.
I've already got the gloves on.
Brekkie, I'm stoked for you, man. Congrats. Mrs. Von Bitcoin, you raised a great kid. Scarce.City. This is amazing what you guys have built. And it's so great to see it going flawlessly too, you know? Like this is super cool. So yeah, excited for the next couple of weeks, and just so awesome to see all these artists using the thing. It's amazing.
I think a few of us, I know I wasn't the only one. I can't remember who else was doing this, but I remember like probably a year ago bothering the BTC Pay Server team. Like, hey, when are you gonna like build an auction function into BTC Pay Server? And they never, there wasn't enough demand. And then Chris comes along, and here we are. We got an auction site. This is great. They do all the hard work for you.
Well, Chief Monkey had the original idea for the Lightning auctions, and Cryptograffiti did the first Lightning auction. So we're, standing on the shoulders of you giants.
Oh, man.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Brekkie. Well done, my man. That's an epic piece, and congratulations and well done to Brad, because that is going to be another historic piece from our man Brekkie. Well done.
Thank you, everybody. I am overdue. I'm late to a Giacomo Zucco welcome party on Clubhouse. I forgot about the fact that the auction would keep extending.
Very nice, and, there's no sleeping tonight, guys. Isn't Bitcoin going bonkers?
We're in a little dip right
for
now.
The week.
a $500 dip, and then we're probably going to shoot back up again. And
one for the obituary page.
what was that?
Another one for the Bitcoin obituaries, isn't it?
Oh yeah. And that is why I own #1 print of 30. Simple things, but owning them makes a difference. That again, storytelling. Brekkie, well done. Seriously, mate. I still say it should have gone for more. I always will. That's you'll find that with me. Should have gone for more. Should have gone for more. You were robbed.
It's all right. If I had to be robbed by someone, I'm glad it was Brad or you. But so I'm all right with it.
Excellent. And enjoy the trip to Canada. Sounds like it's going to be a blast.
I'll duck out. Congrats again. See you guys on Clubhouse.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Let's talk to Giacomo about those NFTs.
See you guys. We're going to sleep.
Hi. Anita, hello.
Hi.
Hey guys.
I wasn't in the picture, but I was listening. Congratulations, an amazing piece.
Thank you. I love those cufflinks, by the way. They're wonderful. So keep working on those.
Thanks.
They're very good.
Thanks, guys. Have fun.
All right, everyone.
Have fun, guys.
See you next time.